now.
So I want to revert back to this, and I had that one question, and then we can end it there. Have everybody here, just to be honest, have you ever been jealous of someone?
Yeah, I'm sure we all have that feeling.
You kind of mumble there. I ain't really hear you.
Oh, I said, I'm sure we all didn't have a
No,
feeling.
no, I know. Just answer for yourself first before you say all of us. Have you been jealous, Gabby?
Uh, I don't recall.
I don't recall either.
Nah, I would.
Wow.
Nah.
The thing is also like, here's what I think.
Yeah.
Here's
So no, yes or no first.
I said I don't recall either.
So that's a no. So Almami, yes or no?
I'm not saying no. I said I don't
Um,
recall.
I mean, people.
man, I feel like I'm super appreciative of what I got. If I've had a feeling of jealousy towards somebody, I've been pretty good about checking it.
Okay.
And
So yes or no?
He doesn't recall.
He don't recall either. Yeah, MDG.
I'm sure I'd have had that feeling before. Yes.
Yeah, MDG. Have you been jealous of someone?
Never.
Never. Okay, cool. I guess I'm
Okay,
the
okay, hold on. Okay,
Wait,
hold on. Okay, so if any of y'all had a feeling of wanting something that someone else has,
That's not
No.
That's
jealousy.
not jealousy.
Yeah.
And that's kind
that's
of
I know,
so
I
let
know it's
me
not. I know it's not
yes,
jealousy,
no, I've
but that
definitely
goes
I've
to my
had
point.
that.
MDG, have you ever wanted something that someone else has
There's
had?
a lot of things that I want that other niggas have. I'm gonna just work hard to get it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like
I
I
I don't
understand
look
that,
at it.
but you've had the feeling,
Yeah.
right?
yes.
No, I have not, nigga.
You
What?
just
I
said,
have
yeah.
not
You
had
said
the
it's a
feeling.
lot. You said it's a lot of
Like,
things.
okay,
You just
no, like I haven't had like, oh, somebody had something and I hated on them because I wanted to. That's jealousy.
Yeah.
You feel me? I never had that feeling before. I've
okay,
never had that before.
okay. Just to clarify the distinction, jealousy is when you have a fear of losing out something that's yours. Like someone may look better than you, so you come around like your girl, someone you scared of losing it to that nigga or something like that, or
Okay.
somebody comes to your job that may be better, so you scared of losing your job to that. That's jealousy.
I have a
Envy is
question.
wanting something that someone else has. And
Wait.
so
I
that's why I asked that, because jealousy is more like, it does sound crazy. Like you scared of, it's almost like an insecurity, you're scared of losing
yeah.
something to someone else. So maybe envious is the better term, because I'm pretty sure everyone has seen something. Because I mean, if you go watch motivational videos or people who you look up to in your field, then that there's something, because
Right.
you want the success or the knowledge that they had in their field. So that's why I asked that, because maybe jealousy could be the wrong term.
I have a
Yeah,
question.
but
So,
gotcha.
because when we were talking before, we were saying that like the line is we were saying healthy competition, being ambitious, looking at someone doing, XYZ doing well, and then saying, yo, like I actually like I want to surround myself in a group of people that are doing extremely well because that's motivating me to do well as well, like for myself. Like I think
Yeah.
the consensus was that all of that is fine. However, the line is drawn when you start thinking with like either praying, hoping, being happy for someone else's downfall, and someone has something like that success that happens to them. Instead of being happy, you're not genuinely happy for them. In fact, you're upset or you have a negative kind of feeling towards it. Now, to your point, Gabine, if jealousy is both, jealousy is number one,
Fear of losing
uh
something.
no, if jealousy
Yeah.
is number
Yeah.
one, I'm surrounded by a group of people who are doing amazing and doing all these things, and I want to also do well as well, so I'm going to strive to work hard, and it's motivating me, like the wanting of what someone else has. If that's jealousy, and then if as A, and jealousy is also B, praying for someone's downfall, then I think we've all been jealous, either A or B or both. I've heard like because everyone has been motivated. Everyone has something that, oh, you know what? I want to strive. I see a teacher when I was younger, and I said, oh, you know what? When I grow up, I want to be that teacher. It motivates me. So I don't know if I would necessarily
So motivation is not jealousy.
no, but wanting something
Yeah,
that
so that's
someone
why.
has.
No.
So that's why I was saying. I think the correct term in this conversation is probably envy. Then,
It's
But
envy.
but
and
but
Yeah,
wait,
is
it's
but
envious.
envious.
but they can be used interchangeably though.
Yeah.
Can it?
Yes.
Kind
But
of,
what he
because
just read is
envy is wanting something, and rather jealousy is the fear of losing something.
But jealousy is not only a fear of losing something though. I think when you do that, you marginalize the meaning of jealousy. And it's not only just fear of
No, I
losing
mean we could.
something.
I mean, 'Cause I look from definition of it. That's what it looks like. Jealousy is more so the fear of losing something out to
Well,
someone
okay,
else. I mean, they may be performing and have more, but it's like the fear of losing out to them because someone has something more, or
I
whatever, or
think
does
we've all
something
been.
better.
I think if that's the case, yeah. Like if I'm in a track team and you have your opponent and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't want to lose to the person. I definitely think. I mean, I've definitely been in that position, and we've all had that. My understanding of what makes it jealous or what makes jealousy like a negative thing is if I'm like, oh, I hope this person breaks their leg on their way to race me so that I could win. You know?
Okay, so so
Yeah.
so if that's the case, if what Kanye is saying, the fear of losing something. So why the hell everybody in the world? Why are you jealous? Why? Nigga, I should be jealous. Like if that's the case, let's just put it that way. If I don't
Yeah.
want. Huh? Yeah. Anyway,
No, go ahead.
if I'm afraid to lose something, I should be jealous. I should take the precaution to make sure I don't lose it. So there's nothing wrong with that then, if that's the case.
Yeah.
And I mean, in a
It's
sense,
just,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just, it's just to be honest, jealousy. I feel like jealousy. It just
You
depends
know?
on how you go about it. That's
yeah.
really the case. You know what I mean? Like you could be a real stand up person when you're jealous, or you could be stuff like you could be a bitch made nigga when you're jealous. It just all depends on it just all
Yeah,
depends on the type of human being you is. You feel me? So it's
I'm
like
good. I'm good.
sometime,
yeah,
you might find yourself in that predicament. You just gotta be, you just gotta be a stand up person about it. Feel me?
Yeah. So
You
I guess
can't
we
just
shouldn't be
go about it
saying.
like a
So we shouldn't be saying, man, why these niggas jealous of me? Yo. So if I'm jealous, I guess I'm gonna be protecting a lot of my stuff.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
look.
I mean,
the way that we're
It's
I
not,
think
using
it
bro.
jealousy in
Listen,
this
it's
bro.
just how
Like
term,
it
you looking
manifests
at the way
itself.
you looking at it when somebody goes, yo, I think he's jealous of me. He's not saying it directly like, oh, I have this and he's fearful of losing it. That's not what he's looking at. It's like when somebody say, yo, he's jealous of me, he's taking an extra step. He's taking
No, no,
that
no, no.
extra
I
step
was I
of
was
going
going
out of
by
his way to
MDJ. I get
hate
what you're
on me.
saying. I'm talking about what Cabinet said that jealousy is the fear of losing something.
yeah,
I'm going with him, man.
Right.
I think in this context, especially with the story of Yusuf, I think like it's the definition of jealousy that's close to envious, meaning you have the jealous you because of how you feel towards another person, it is pushing you towards hatred. Like Dowd said the word hatred, jealousy is hatred, like the hatred aspect of jealousy, not the motivation of like good competition. So I think that's in the context of it, that's kind of what we're discussing. So is your question has anyone been jealous from that context of the hatred, like based on the story of Yusuf, like the word of jealousy of, you know,
Yeah,
comes with
but no,
hatred towards
no,
someone.
no. Like to a lesser degree because they literally try to kill him.
No, not exactly put him in a well, but I'm saying because you said when you answered your definition of jealousy, you said it
Just the
comes with
feeling.
hatred.
No, yeah, no, no. But the question I'm asking that was like the Yusuf story. Now the question that I
So
was asking is the state, like the emotion. Have you been like have you been jealous of somebody? Not that hatred on top of that. We call it hate or whatever, but jealousy is hate. Hate
So
is
define
jealousy.
jealousy that you mean in your context, so
So
that we can
jealousy,
answer the question
so
appropriately.
that's what I'm saying. It goes interchangeably with envy, being envious, and things like that. What Cabinet mentioned also too could be that's part of jealousy too. And I did look it up. They say it can be used interchangeably. Jealous, envy is wanting. Cabinet got a new car, so I want one too. Jealousy would be like,
yeah,
yo, I got like it's me and my girl. If I go around here, all of these 6 foot guy, 6, 7, whatever, they got all money,
exactly.
and then if
Facts.
I bring
Yeah,
her around,
yeah,
like those people might like she
yeah,
might go for them, and I don't want that. I don't want to lose my position. That's
Okay, yeah.
another
Then I
form of.
think we've all
That's
yeah.
been.
another.
So
That's a
Then I think
fact.
we've all
Yeah,
been
if these
jealous
terms
that's a
before.
fact.
if these terms really mean what you guys are saying they mean, why
Yeah.
is there such a negative connotation about it?
That,
Because
that's what I was
if
saying,
you're
Alman.
envious of,
I think because how it manifests itself,
It's the
the
action,
feeling in itself is yeah, the
the
feeling in
That's what
action.
I was
itself isn't what's
basically saying. It's
criticized;
the
it's what
action
you
of
do.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
his brothers
exactly.
went to
It's
go
the
That's what I
kill
was saying
him
action.
earlier.
because of the feeling. Yeah,
no,
you know
yeah,
what I
That's
mean.
but
what.
I'm
That's
talking about in
that's
general. Like when you hear jealous,
Yeah.
most people associate that with hate.
Hate.
When you hear, envious, you think that person is damn near trying to take you out of your position and
Yes.
want what you got.
Well, no, but you got to think too. Like, okay, normally, how do you determine that somebody is jealous?
by the action.
Based
Like
on how they act.
normally
Based
it
on how they
manifests in
act
some
when they're
sort of.
not in, based
It
on how
comes
they're
off some
acting when
kind
they're
of
not in
form
my presence. Sometimes
okay.
some of the things that they might do to make life a little harder for me than it needs to be.
Exactly. That's why it has the
Yes,
negative
that's why it got
connotation
a
because
negative
people
connotation.
usually say he ain't all that or he not really doing that. There is sometimes negative because if somebody's feeling jealous of you because my mom goes to the gym and he can lift mad weight, but they say, "Damn, bro, like shit, I wish I could do that shit, bro." Da, 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 da. It's like okay, the jealousy's there, but you're not gonna acknowledge that. You like, damn, bro, like you'll give him some tips or like tell him how he can get to it rather than he be going to the gym, but he don't really be working out like that, bro. Just be
Yeah.
Yeah,
posting old videos,
that nigga
for
not
real.
really
You know
that
what I mean?
strong for
Like he
real.
posted old videos. Yeah,
Most of that really ain't his strength for real. That's steroids or
exactly.
something
Right?
like you know what I
That's
mean?
the
Like that.
that's the difference. Because if I tell you I'm trying to get like you, I'm trying to lift like you, you're never gonna say, "Oh, he's jealous." You know what I mean?
So
Now later, if I
Yeah.
say some funny shit, you'd be like, "This is the same nigga just
so
telling me he's just trying to get like he's
and
jealous." You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think it's
Yeah.
just what you do after you realize
the act.
that's the feeling, whether it's
So
envy or jealous. Like, how do you proceed now? What do you do? Do you
so
discredit what the other person does, or do you get up to their level?
So
You know what I
I'm
mean?
gonna add this on, and then I'm gonna ask the last question, and then we can kind of wrap it up. So I think like jealousy and like what mommy said, envious is more harmful than jealousy because when you envy, I think it pushes to commit some type of act, and jealousy is probably the state
Yeah.
of being into like okay, I don't want my position to be gone. I don't want this person to be around because they look better than me or they got more money than me. That's the state of being like just jealousy. It's the state that you're in. And then when you become envious, which is interchangeable, it can be different too. You go into the state of okay, I'm gonna make sure he can't come over here, or I'm gonna block certain things or certain resources. So I would say with jealousy, I think we all been jealous before. Let me just speak for myself. I know I've been jealous before. So I can say there's positive jealousy and there's
Why
negative.
you laugh?
Yeah, that's fine. Because I know people. I definitely know people been in a situation where they try to hide certain
No,
things,
no,
but it's okay. Like we ain't all gotta be
no. It's a
truthful. It's
fact.
okay. Look.
It's a
So
fact. It's a fact.
there's positive jealousy. There's negative jealousy. It's when you in that state. It's how you handle it. It's how you handle it. Like when
Yeah.
I say positive jealousy, okay, you know you're jealous. The positive part about it is, but I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna let him ride. I'm gonna be a man and let it ride and take that on the chin. The negative part is when you go to like, oh, okay, bet I'm gonna do this. Nah. Make sure you don't come here. Nah. Me and all that. To me, that's like that's being negative. So I can't, you can pick and choose how you want to go about your jealousy or whatever the case. If you've never been jealous, you bet you're a perfect human being.
Nah. Ain't nobody never had that feeling.
So,
Nah, that's
all right. So this is my last question, right?